Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Friday, May 30th of 2025. I've just a little bit ago kind of finished my basement down here, so now I've got access to my pantry and my closet. So today I'm going to work on my closet first, save the pantry for another day only because I've got stuff out here that just have to kind of go through. And I've done enough home decor, stuff like that. I just need my closet done because I would like to do something with my shoes. Right now my shoes are just on this little shelf. I think I'm going to go and grab the other shelf I gave my daughter. I'm going to take it back because I actually need it for my shoes. And then this is just all my purses and belts and anything else. There might be some more shoes in that pile as well. So that to deal with. My hats. I just don't know where to hang this stuff. So my closet here, I haven't really had full access to being able to open the door for quite a few weeks while I've been working on the basement. So I've been walking over things and I can only get my door to open about here. I can barely get enough where I can walk in. So when I was doing my laundry was just kind of pushed on the floor. I couldn't get in here to hang anything up. So the first thing I'm going to do is just pull all of this stuff out and then find all the empty hangers, kick all the empty hangers down. And I'm also going to take everything off of up here and see how many piles of stuff I have and just figure out how I can make it easier to access the clothes that I have to put on a shelf. I was watching different tutorials on how to organize clothes on shelves. And so I'd seen some baskets and things at the dollar stores. I'm kind of think I might try some of those ideas, like taking a basket but tipping it on its side, so you can, kind of contain things kind of in rows. I don't really know if it's going to work for me. I do have baskets. I will try that and see if it works. If not, I can just get some clear bins and just put my t-shirts in a bin and my sweaters in a bin. Then that kind of helps with all this stuff up here. So that's my first step, is just definitely taking everything out that's on the floor. So I'll be back when I get this all brought out. I've got the top shelf cleared out. I've got everything that was on the floor is out. I'm just making sure there's nothing still behind the skirts or dresses. Nope. Everything is out. I'm gonna give the floor a quick sweep and mop. And then I also took out all the empty hangers just because the clothes need to get put back on the hangers. But it also gives me an opportunity to say, okay, if the clothes are off the hangers, that's what I wear all the time. So then what is still left hanging, that means I haven't wore for a couple months, and just kind of go through. And I've got some blouses here, and it's like I don't wear blouses every day. I find for church, dresses are easier, but I do have blouses. And I can see the ones I haven't wore. It's be the ones that don't really work for church just because of how they're cut. Or I know I've got a couple that I just don't have skirts that fit properly or look good with them. And this is just some, then these other ones, this is like summer weight blouses and short sleeve shirts. So obviously, we went through winter, so didn't really wear tank tops much. And that's all the tank tops. And then all my, more lighter jackets and sweaters. Obviously, middle of winter, I'm not wearing those. Same with my blazers. This is about the time of the year that I start wearing more of my blazers. And then just my scarves and then my coat. You can see there's a lot of coats down. Got to hang up some my winter coats. And about my dresses, I was actually surprised at the number of dresses that should be here. So these, obviously, whatever dresses I had hanging here are the ones I wear more than these ones. Although these ones are kind of grouped into more seasonal type stuff. Like these are these long winter ones, which I did wear a lot, in the colder part, like December, January. And like I said, I've got like those ones I wore for Valentine's Day and Christmas. And there's kind of like other ones that are just kind of tucked in here. These start getting into more of the summer weight ones. So the ones that I wear more often, I actually have over here. So these are the ones that are kind of like some have a short sleeve, some actually have a longer sleeve, or they're like longer cut for winter or just warmer for winter. So then I'll show, there's my stack of hangers. So some of them were empty because I always keep extra hangers in my closet. But there's my pile of clothes. Now, it's not that high of clothes. I'm just going to pull this down just because, and I did this. I do have a couple piles of bedding here, so some blankets. So it's not as high as it looks like it is. It's just, it looks bad because I got all my bedding and pillows and everything in those bags, and my clothes are kind of just piled up next to it. Makes it look like I've got 3-4 times the amount of stuff I really have. Then I got that basket there. I don't know even what's in it, just random clothes as well. And then, like I said, while I'm doing this, I might as well go through my shoes and purses. So I'm going to just start, sorting this stuff out. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out what to do with the top shelf. How to keep my stuff from, not falling off. Or, you go to grab one thing and then everything in the stack wants to slide down. Or you just grab everything in the pile next to it and they just kind of hard to figure this out. But yeah, I'm just gonna, maybe I'll just leave my pants and t-shirts to the side for now while I figure out what's the best system of, hanging clothes on shelves. And then of course, these are open shelves, so I've got little belts and things that just kind of slide through here, and then everything gets tangled, or just your sweaters too, or anything smaller, looser fit stuff, clothing, whatever, they just kind of slide under here and get caught. So I gotta figure out, at least how to cover this so it's not these open wires. That's something I was still trying to figure out, and I still haven't come up with a solution yet. So maybe by the time I've got my closet organized, I will have the right type of system for in here. And then I did find my things for over my door to hang up my shoes and my purses. So I will grab those as well and kind of get this stuff all more organized. Squirrel seems to be stuck in the wall behind our stairs. And there's another squirrel. Unless it made its way out, it had fallen and I could hear it was stuck in this wall somewhere. I don't hear that one now. So that one I think found its way up, or it's just resting. I'm not sure. But for the last, 2 days I've been down here. I've been hearing the squirrels running over top of my head. And then today I actually saw two. I saw a brown one and a more of a grayish color one. And yeah, I even got pictures of the one. So now they're driving my animals crazy. Yeah, they seem to have stopped for now. Yeah, I think the one that was caught in the wall made its way up, because now I hear it above my head in the rafters now. I'm going to say, it doesn't look like they've touched anything in the pantry. Everything looks fine. I will double check all the bags of stuff, but because the walls here, they only go up as far as the rafters, and then there's just a big space between the concrete wall and the drywall, and there's no ceiling in the pantry. So yeah, see how long they last in here. And I do know up in that corner between the KitchenAid box and my Tefal little whatever it's called, grater, the squirrels had built a nest, and I saw movement in there today. I haven't really been down here much the last couple of weeks, but I thought they were gone because I hadn't seen anything. And then, like I said, the last 2 days, I've been working down here trying to clear out the basement, and they've just been making a lot of noise. So they rebuilt their nest. There was little babies there earlier. They have moved the babies. Now, a couple of them are stuck in the walls. We also have incense burning just to get the smoke going in the basement, and that really made them go fast. So we got different areas. But yeah, I am still working on down here. I've got all the shoes. Found my shoe organizer, so I got all my shoes hung up on this door. Oops, front and back. Yeah, it's gonna just, every little noise is just kind of making me think that there is a little squirrel somewhere. Okay, so yeah, well, I still have all this to go through, but I got my shoes hung up, which was, you know, a really good thing. So the, where is it? Oh, this shelf here is not going to fit in the closet. I thought it could. It just won't let me, you know, the height of that is just too high. So if I had a shelf that didn't have this extra height here, maybe we can cut them off. I don't know. It would fit, or I'll have to find a smaller shelf, because I do need a shelf in there with drawers so I can put like smaller items, and that's what I might have to do. That's what I think I have to invest in, is more of those rolling cart drawers. Ones I have are just, you know, not the right size for clothing. So I will have to go and look for that. But I'm just going to continue cleaning and organizing my closet, and I'll be back as I get more stuff put away. Okay, so I've got all my clothes hung up, or I thought I did, and then I found a few items that I've missed. So there's 10-ish items I still have to hang up that I kind of missed. That's okay. So but everything else is hung up. So up here I've got these bins. So these glitter ones for my daughter, she doesn't want, and those two were mine. So I've got t-shirt, extra items, sweaters, undergarment, socks, pants, and pants. And then I did find my 2 over-the-door shoe racks. So I've got the one that's on the inside of the door, and I've got the one on the outside of the door with all my shoes, except the ones I have upstairs and I'm wearing right now. And I have 3 pairs of boots. So I just stuck my boots down here. Hard to see, there's not much light. And then I have this other little white basket, and I put in here all the unopened socks and stockings and things. So I know right where the unopened items are. But look at that, I've got my closet done. And yes, the sound of the squirrel is still bugging my dog. I don't know. We haven't seen the squirrel for nearly 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden the last couple days I hear that sound, and then today I see them all. Don't know why, but anyway, so, and then these 2 laundry bins here are actually full of clothes I am going to be donating. I didn't think I would be going through and getting rid of stuff, but there's just jeans and pants that I know just do not fit, so I'm not going to keep them and try them on. I mean, I've got 2 pairs that I might just try on, but I don't think they're, you know, last time I wore them, I didn't quite like how they fit. But yeah, so my closet is done. Next will be the purses. I still have no idea how I'm going to hang them up, but I think I'm done for today. Let's see, it's 9:37, so almost, you know, it's getting close to 10 o'clock at night. So I've been down here all day doing this and the rest of this basement. Sorry about my hand shadow, whatever. Yeah. So I am done. So now I can start the garage items. Right, so again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels, watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones.